Welcome back to Enlightened Trading. I'm your host, Conrad, and today we have another look at the stock market. So as usual, this is my TradingView page. Go check it out for some updates and some trading ideas. And of course, more important actually, here go to my Instagram and follow me over here for some fun along the way. Very nice stuff around there. So before jumping into the price of the stock market today, make sure you like the video down below, and of course you subscribe to my YouTube channel. So thank you very much for doing so. And here continuing with this with looking at the SPX and SPY. So as you can see, we are currently down for the day around 3% to the low of the day. So I mean, what is what does it mean, or what could be coming off this? Well, for one example, we could draw here a trend line, maybe even just connect these 3 points, and this would now be a third touch. So maybe this will act as support here on the bottom. And if this acts as support and we move higher once again today or tomorrow, then I do think we will move back up to 3,154-ish. So if we do that, we would most likely create an ascending triangle, which would once again be bullish for the stock market to send prices higher once again. So this would be my short-term outlook. Well, of course, we could drop lower, and once we drop below 3,000 about, or mostly 2,968 ish, then we will, we don't have to move lower, of course, but we would establish a daily downtrend with a lower high and a lower low, and we would then draw a trend line here, and maybe even a bull flag once we have another touch here on the bottom, but I won't do that yet. So for now, of course, as you can see, the market is down. I do think it will be bought up eventually. Of course, the economic state is still looking similar bad as it did a few weeks ago. But the market keeps going up, so the chart is looking bullish in my opinion, even though of course another wave could be coming to the downside. I don't see it in the chart currently, because if we move lower, we still have a lot of support here on a horizontal side around 2,950, and even down to 2,780. There still is a lot of support, so I'm not going to call anything too certain yet. We still have to wait and see, but for now, as I said, things are a little bit down, but I don't think it will last very long. So we can of course look at similar indices, for example the Nasdaq here, QQQ. You can see all-time highs here on the Nasdaq. Not really surprising. This rebound is a bit surprising, of course, that it happened to this extent, 50% off the low a few weeks ago. So that is pretty insane actually. A few weeks, almost like two months ago now, or at least, yeah, two months ago that happened. So yeah, that's pretty insane, but not really surprising, since of course if you now move to the major stocks again, then you can see, yes, we are down for a day, and that's not surprising, but overall, you can see how prices just keep climbing higher and higher, and there seems to be no stopping. For example, here at Amazon, pretty strong in general. Not surprising that Amazon still sees a regular and strong sales. And for example, also Tesla here reaching over $1,000 once again, and holding actually here in this vicinity. So that is also very interesting, actually pretty bullish here for Tesla stock. You could say that once this trend line breaks, we could move lower sharply, and yes, this is of course similar to the formation of SPY and other indices, so that is not surprising. But I do think that maybe if we move lower, I don't think we will drop or lower than $700. There still seems a lot of support here in this vicinity, and of course, I mean, the market is bullish from technical perspective at least. So yeah, that's at least my view on Tesla. You should have bought down here once I said it. So Apple, you know, also climbing higher, similar to what the other stocks are doing. I still think a retest of $328 is rather likely here. Still a very important resistance area in the past, and I do think it will be retested. At least it would be very healthy for Apple stock to do so. But you know, besides that, I don't think there is too much to say. We are here at a green 2 above a green 1 off of the 9, so there's not a bullish count here in the market, and that's of course here along other stocks as well. And actually here on Tesla, you can see we are forming some inside bars, so that it currently signals actually a pretty bullish bias here for the stock of Tesla to maybe move higher and maybe even create an ascending triangle with this horizontal here resistance here on the top. So maybe this will be broken and we will move higher in the short term. But you know, as I said, market is down for today. So Facebook are also at all-time highs. I mean, yeah, it's pretty nuts actually, and you can see this very nice 9 buy here, right around the low here on a weekly time frame. Very nice signal. I mean, if you follow my channel, then you should have known about that. That I called that, but you know. So looking here at Uber, actually, Uber is down, and I said, I mean, I'm not going to blow my own horn, but man, I did tell you to enter to exit, not to enter. I mean, you could have entered a short trade, of course, but I would have exited here. My long positions here, moving into this trend line resistance area. I do think, or at least I said, that this seems to be a pretty heavy resistance and is likely to rebound the price, especially because we also have the price high incoming. But you know, this is actually not too bad of a correction. It's not too steep. And I also said I would be a buyer here around $31 down to $28. So maybe we will once again retest at $28.50. This would be very bullish in my opinion, and this could once again signal that we will move higher, and then we can create a cup and a handle for Uber stocks. So this would be very bullish from a technical perspective, and of course, yes, there are still economic downshifts here. Looking at the individual stocks, for example, I mean, there are less sales currently over all over the place. Of course, there are some exceptions like Amazon. But you know, the market is not respecting that at all. And you can see here Spotify moving to all-time highs, just exploding. This is completely insane. I don't know what drove this 50% of the consolidation. When I told you I would either enter in this consolidation or of a retest here around $160. I told many times that this would be an area of entry for me, but I would have also entered here, most likely here in this consolidation phase. But I wouldn't have expected this to just explode in like 2 days, gain over 35%. At least it looks like. Yeah, I mean, basically, it's pretty insane. It's just pretty insane what happened here. But yeah, I mean, I would now look for a retest of $200 but I wouldn't look for it in the near-term future. We have a reversal candle here on the top, weekly. Yeah, I mean, this is a perfect green tube of a green 1. This is just perfect. If you would have entered here, you would have made a lot of profit. So that would have been a very nice indicator for Spotify. So yeah, I mean, this is textbook almost, looking very nice all over the place actually. I don't think there's too much to say besides the points I just told you. I don't think there are entry possibilities except for Uber. I would look out for an entry here in this vicinity. I mean, once again, I do think that if we rebound from the lows, maybe we can do this. Yes, there seems to be a lot of support here from 30 down to $28. I do think this is a very nice place for an entry, in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, I mean, looks like that's it. US oil down for the day. I mean, most things are down. Okay. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up for today. Thank you very much, of course, for tuning in and staying tuned along this video. Thank you very much. And of course, if you found this video to be helpful and enjoyed it, then make sure, oh, very nice trend line here on the DAX. Then make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a like down below. So thank you very much, and I'll see you guys and girls, people, back next time. Bye.